Thank you all again for coming. I hope that you found it to be a valuable day, that you got some insights. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Wow. That's great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As you can probably note, I'm a pretty action-oriented person. So my goal today was that when you walk out of here and you wake up tomorrow morning, that you have several things that you are just going to start doing. Because you're going to put one foot in front of the other and you're going to make movement ahead. And so what I'd like to know, first off, who here met somebody new today? All right, good start. Okay, who learned something new today? Excellent. Now, most importantly, what are you going to do? Mention at least one thing you are going to do tomorrow morning when you wake up that was impacted by what you learned today that is going to move you forward. And we're going to start with the other Johanna in the room.
I'm going to take a look at my LinkedIn profile.
Okay,
I haven't looked at it in about a year.
Looking at LinkedIn. Excellent. Okay.
I'm going to start building my network, start calling people I know, and start working from there.
Perfect.
Instead of talking about the depressing news, I will share some small special wins in my life with my friends.
Nice. Excellent. Good. Who's next?
I'm going to join everybody else in checking my LinkedIn profile and making some new job titles.
Excellent.
I am going to focus on job search and customer service. And I also have a mentor I just got today. So
Wonderful. That's great.
I am going to send the slides out to people who gave me their email. And I think I've already followed all of you that I have the emails for on LinkedIn, and I look forward to connecting.
Good.
And it's not random acts of kindness, it's conscious acts of kindness.
Conscious acts of kindness. You were listening. Good for you, Eric. Good. All right. Karen.
I'm going to follow up on all the business cards that I have where I now write notes on them when I get them so that I know what they are when I look at them tomorrow and say, who is this person again?
Who is this person? Right,
So
exactly.
that's a little tip
I
as
love
well.
it. Carol.
Definitely going to update my LinkedIn now that I know I don't have to have every little job I've ever had on there.
Well done.
It's exhausting. So yeah, that was a big one for me.
Wonderful. Christine.
I am going to connect with all of you on LinkedIn and accept your invitations for those of you who've sent them to me. So thank you very much.
Perfect. Michael.
I'm going to embrace the fact that it is true that I work for hugs.
Okay. All right. Who's next?
I've got a lot of notes that I took today, a lot to reflect on. Just wanted to say thank you to everyone that I met today, and for those that we did exchange information with. I'll be following up with you as well. It's been very inspirational in terms of thinking about that next encore in my career.
Wonderful. I'm glad. So you feel inspired?
I will reflect on the things I learned and follow up with the people that I met, and I think it was a very positive conference. So thank you.
Wonderful. Julie?
Okay. Just what we're gonna plan from today. That's same here. I will reflect on what I learned and stay open to new opportunities and stay in gratitude as often as possible. Thank you
Anna?
for everyone. Thanks.
Anna?
I am honored and blessed to have been invited to be a speaker here and to meet such amazing people. Thank you all for coming. I hope you got something out of what I said. And I got a lot out of the speakers that I was a part of. So thank you, all of you.
Okay. Devin, what are you going to do tomorrow morning?
I've got a bunch of people to follow up with. Got a bunch of new friends, potentially. Great conversations. I didn't know what to expect when I came here, but I'm walking up feeling pretty jazzed up about what's going on. I'm excited to stay in touch with a lot of you folks.
Nice.
I also, can I share this? I don't want to be awkward.
Uh-oh.
But this is the first time in a presentation the word SEX came up in a presentation twice. Twice. That's not normally on my playbook, but that came up twice, so that kind of tells you what that was like.
Devin, I told you were going to like this crowd, okay?
It's an interesting comment. This is the very room where I learned how to teach sex ed to kids. Yeah.
It must be in the air.
So one thing that I got out of this is the importance of identifying your feelings, especially in time of conflict.
Okay, so thank you again for coming. And what am I going to do tomorrow? Besides have a glass of wine tonight. And yes, I'm with Ed. I'm definitely going to sleep. No, so that's a really good question. Thank you for asking that. You know, my goal for moving forward, and Ken's been an inspiration, my husband Andrew, and many of you here, is I'm trying to figure out how to, first off, get this to more people, okay, because I really think we could help a lot more people, and I'm not exactly sure how to reach them. So I guess what I'm saying to you is I would love to hear from you how to reach more people, how to maybe host these in other areas, any ideas you have. As you can tell, I find great speakers and great people wherever I go, but sometimes I don't know how to reach them. So I'm asking you for help in that regard. And to that end, and I will then use that to reach out, and I would appreciate it, but to that end, what would help me very much now is I would love to hear a few words from each of you as to, on video, as to what you either learned today or why it was a positive experience or anything that would be helpful, because that's how I get the word out. You know, when I'm trying to market to other people, they want to know the experience of the people that have come. I can tell them something, but it's nothing like hearing it from your words. So we're going to have two people interview very briefly, just a couple of things that you might say. One in front of that poster, and that'll be Ken back there, and Karen Bigman will be here. She was one of the panelists, and the videographers will be at both ends, and that would help me greatly. So if you would take a few moments to do that, I with gratitude, would appreciate that. Thank you all for coming. Namaste.